Day 2 continues here from the Utah State Fair Park. It's X Games Salt Lake City 2025, presented by Sonic. Welcome everyone just to the west side of downtown Salt Lake as we get set to bring you BMX Dirt Final. It's a little bit delayed. We were scheduled to have this event yesterday, but due to wind, we rescheduled it today. But hey, better late than never. Jimmy Coleman here in the booth alongside Scotty Kramer and Dennis Anderson. And well, guys, when it comes to BMX Dirt the last couple of years, you got Brady Baker, your two-time gold medalist. He's chasing history out here today.
And he can go for this three-peat and pull it off. Brady is being... everybody's seeing this guy as like the greatest dirt competitor of all time. The guy rides every jump perfect, and he has a bag of tricks that we haven't even seen the full extent of yet. He's ready to take it out at any given moment.
That's a great segue, because speaking of a bag of tricks, you have to talk about Ryan Williams. He's competing in 3 events this weekend. This is the start of his trifecta.
Ryan Williams is a freak, and I mean that in the best way. This dude has won Mega Ramp Gold. He's won Dirt Best Trick Gold, Park Best Trick Gold, but he hasn't got a dirt gold yet, and he's been nipping at Brady Baker's heels since Brady's got in this thing. But Brady's been able to hold him off, and all Ryan wants, though, is to take that win today.
Well, before we get to it, for more on Ryan, let's check in with the 4th member of our crew. It's Kristen Beat.
Yesterday, Ryan Williams took a tumble during practice. He told me today the entire right side of his body hurts. You'll even notice his right arm is wrapped. I asked him if that's going to affect his trick selection. He said absolutely. He is going to have to make adjustments to accommodate those injuries. But guys, Ryan Williams is a 9-time X Games gold medalist, looking for his first gold here in BMX Dirt. He is ready to send it today.
Taking a look at the social media there from yesterday, it says caught by the wind, went over the bars, but despite being banged up, that guy just flips a switch in his head and goes to a different level when it's go time. 8 total riders in the field. We talked about 2 of them. Guys, your standouts?
Yeah, I got my eyes on Mike Varga. This set is perfect for him with his style of tricks. I'm expecting him to show up and show out today.
Every one of these riders is going to do banger runs and can take the gold, but I got to talk about Jay Tui. He's the OG in this field, and his specialty is huge dirt jumps. He's been doing this since he was a little kid, and he looks good out there. These are the biggest jumps X Games has ever made. Let's see what he can do.
So the way it works here in BMX Dirt, they're each going to get 3 runs apiece. The judges are working off of a 100-point scale, and it is the best run that counts. You see there an overhead view of the course. We have a new feature this year. You've got one jump that's kind of a trick in, trick out. It's been a while since we've had sort of a unique feature like that here at the X Games in Dirt. But we started off with Corona, California's Caden Stone. He has a total of 1 X Games medal to his name. It's a silver, and that one came in Dirt Best Trick back in 2023 in Ventura.
So Caden Stone has an insane trick list, and the stuff that he's doing is so original, it's so technical, and it's so huge. So you can see him, he's getting mentally prepared right now to ascend this one. He knows that this first hit, and as big as it is, this is a 30-foot jump. He's going to go huge, and he's going to try something absolutely insane. He usually doesn't hold back at all, so you all should be ready for this one. I think this is going to be absolutely crazy.
Caden's a savage, little Dubby. I've known him since he was a baby pretty much. He's been under Daniel Sandoval's wing since the beginning, and now he's here competing with Daniel. He's going to go huge. He does not care.
Here we go. Caden Stone getting ready to send it down the roll, and we are underway in BMX Dirt Final.
Starting things off with the twister. Oh, but he didn't get the rotation there. So I was thinking he was going to send that one, and that's such a huge trick to do over a 30-plus foot jump. Like, he was in the air just hanging there. So the way he landed sideways, he just wasn't able to carry the momentum and get going through the rest of the set.
The twister is basically a front cork 1080 over a 34-foot jump, so he almost had to slow down the rotation. Normally they have to spin it so hard, but he had to keep it chill on that, but he kept it a little bit too chill. He's got 2 more runs, though. He lives for this. He loves X Games energy.
That is going to bring up Daniel Sandoval. He has 9 total X Games medals, 3 gold, 1 silver, 5 bronze. All of those in either Park Best Trick or Park. He does not have any dirt medals, but watch out. This guy has a very, very deep bag of tricks as well with some insane firepower.
Yeah, he's the one who took Caden Stone under his wing, so it's cool to see them go back-to-back right now. They're basically brothers, so roll-ins back-to-back. Daniel's a machine. Wow, oh gosh, you can just see how huge that was. It was a flip double if he had to slow down. 360 bar spin to downside whip, front flip up, 360, switch, double down whip. 720 bar. He gets it. That run was nasty.
There was so
Daniel's
much variety in
today.
that run too. Because think about that. Flip double whip, front flip, 720 variation. Like, that was a cool run. Looking at these replays, look at how high he was, just slowly kicking that bike around, catching it with all the time in the world to figure out where he's going next.
That was one of the steeziest flip doubles I've ever seen, how slow and controlled he got to do it over that 30-foot jump.
There's no doubt about it. But look at this last set. Here's that cork 720 bar spin. Throwing the handlebars around on that first rotation. You could see he was coming into that back wheel, but he handled it. Amazing first run.
Man, these guys mean business.
Daniel Sandoval setting the bar in the mid-80s with an 85.33. Moving on to an Australian competitor here. You talked about him at the top of the show there, Dennis. This is Jay Toohey. He owns a dirt silver. He's got 2 Mega Park bronze. He's got a silver and a bronze when it comes to dirt best trick.
Jay loves big jumps. He lives for this. He grew up riding Cam White's jumps, were the biggest dirt jumps of all time over there in Australia. In his whole life, he's been doing this for almost like 25 years, riding big jump contests, and here we go. 34-foot first set, ain't nothing for Jay.
Oh, that was beautiful. Nothing from bike flip over the second set.
He's making these jumps look like nothing.
Oh, he is. Watch him switching his feet right there. Ending it with a double backflip. Another amazing first run.
That's how you put it down in the first run. That's a thing of beauty. Like, he really loves big jumps. Like, I'm trying to say that.
You can't build them big enough for him.
Yeah.
You honestly can't.
No, he likes to stall his tricks out, and he loves the hang time. He loves motocross, so this is right up his alley. I knew he was going to look great out here.
And the first hit, look at how big he goes. Full extension on that Superman seat grab backflip.
Shout out to TJ Lavin.
Yeah, and he's on course,
Yep.
so hopefully we get to see him soon. But there's that nothing from bike flip, making the bike do a full rotation, jumping back on. But watch his feet. You can see the feet right now, right foot forward. When he lands, he switches his feet, going left foot forward, continuing on to get this double backflip.
And let's talk about that a little bit, because in street, you know, you got Jordan Godwin doing that for the technical reasons. Jay actually prefers switching his feet. Like, there's not many people like that. He switches his feet for certain tricks. And boom, in 83, he's up there.
Yeah, he's into the mid-80s as well. 83, that'll slide him just behind Daniel Sandoval. Again, this is round 1 out of 3 here at BMX Dirt. It is the best run that counts. Move on to an Argentinian rider. This is Gabriel Chavez. He's got 4 prior. This will be his 4th X Games start. His best finish in this event was 5th place in Ventura last year.
Yeah, Gabriel Chavez was having a bit of struggles leading into it, but so far so good. He's keeping it going. Oh, he went a little bit too deep on that first one, but I'm just so glad that he is actually riding this competition.
Yeah, I talked to him in the athlete lounge, and he took a huge slam yesterday, and he said he's not going to do anything in practice, and when they call his name, he's just going for it.
Yeah, and he comes out swinging with that double backflip can-can as well. It kind of works in his favor that the competition was pushed forward because he got a little bit of chance to heal and get a little bit ready for it.
Yeah, he got hooked up with that one. He wasn't even sure if he was going to ride today or not, or yesterday, but they moved the contest for him, basically.
But you can see he cased so hard on that one. He tried his best, but he landed a little bit too deep on that first hit.
He's going to put it together. He's pumped now. That adrenaline's pushing the pain away.
So
got 2 more tries, Gabby.
He'll have to focus on rounds 2 and 3. I saw footage of the crash from the other day. It was a double backflip, and he took a pretty heavy hit. Again, I'm surprised that he was able to continue on here today. As we take our first look at Ryan Williams.
Oh, really dropping in. I saw his crash in practice. Forget about it. Oh, no.
He was going to do double.
Double
and
to
he stalled
double?
it out. Oh. What? He's like a gymnast in the air. To stall out a double flip and stop it.
Nobody can do what he just did. I know that didn't work out, right? But the truth is, that did work out because he was able to fix what was broken. Went a little deep on that double front flip, which is absolutely insane.
Whoa. Yeah,
But he started to pull back.
And then said, nope.
Oh my goodness.
He knew it wasn't right.
But he did the best option. You know, he's got to be careful. He got a butt slide out of there. I know his side is pretty injured, so as long as he doesn't hit the side, it's okay.
Oh, he wants this so bad.
There's air awareness right there to find the exit point to get away from that one. Virtually unscathed. Take our first look at Mike Varga here. 6 total medals for him in his X Games career.
Starting out with a double flip, keeping that momentum going right there. You can see he had that squeeze, that pedal in there, but that's fine. That's not going to affect anything. He's got to finish strong here. Nice 720 tuck no-hander. I know that wasn't perfect, but listen, he made it from start to finish, and he's got a score on the board now.
Yeah, that's an amazing run no matter what, but for X Games, Varga's got so much more in the bag. So it's good to just land one, get one through. Takes the pressure off.
And there's that double flip. You can see that Mike does his different. He actually corks out to the side and looks over his shoulder. He's been doing that ever since he's been sending these double flips. But here's that last set with that cork 720 no-hander. But listen, me and Dennis both know here that Mike has so much more in the tank. And the next 2 runs are going to be insane.
Yeah, he's that sleepy guy. You always forget about him sometimes, and then just boom, comes in with another medal.
Good enough for a 75.66 right now. They'll put him in that number 3 spot before we move on to our next rider. Let's check in again with Kristen.
Yeah, Brandon Lupos up next. The last 10 months have been really challenging for him. He suffered a back injury in Chiba in 2024. He said it wasn't just coming back from a broken back, but rather getting back into a high level of riding. He said that he's entering this X Games behind the 8 ball, but still going to give it his best.
Yeah, that was in one of the park comps in Chiba last year, and he actually had to stay over there in Japan for an extra 3 weeks after that. He does own a gold medal in this event. You have to go back to Minneapolis in 2018 where he took a dirt gold. He also owns 2 silvers in this event.
Brandon can do it at any contest, park or dirt. When he's on, he's on. He's just been struggling with so many injuries, but he's fully healthy now. Beautiful double flip first set. Landing a little low, pulling it over.
Yeah, you can see his foot slipped off right there.
Yeah, it's so good to see Brandon back because when he's on, he's always one of the dudes to beat.
Yeah, one thing I think we should address too, for everybody that's watching, you're going to see a lot of these guys. It's going to, you know, especially when you're sending a double backflip over the first set, you're going a little deep on it. And the truth is, there is some tailwind right now, and they don't know when the wind is coming. And that wind will blow them over the jump. Everything is so calculated, what these guys are doing. So when they're in the air and they're feeling that tailwind, there's nothing they can do about it.
We talked about this young man at the top of the show. He is chasing history out here today. Came in as a rookie 2 years ago, won gold, backed it up last year in Ventura. If he can three-peat, it'll be the 3rd time it's ever happened at the X Games.
Oh my gosh, this guy is bringing mastery
to a triple.
This is why he's the dude to beat. Oh, everything.
This
banger,
is insane.
banger, banger.
What a first run right there.
Was that a first run? Brady Baker, that is what people have to beat now.
And he blew out his tube.
I thought I heard something.
That
what
noise.
A savage. Brady Baker.
That was his. I heard that. I was like, that couldn't have been
I didn't
his.
want to call it. That was his tire.
That's insane that he rode away from that.
Wow, I can't wait to watch the replays. That
Yeah, I
run was
wanna
bangers.
see
The casserole whip to table, that was a savage trip. It had so much steez in it.
I was like, that had to be somebody else's tire in athlete staging, but apparently not.
But look at how good this is. And he folds that table in there. But look what he does on the second jump. Backflip, triple tail whip. I thought he was going to stop, but he kept going.
He has the most diverse, beautiful runs from beginning to finish, and that's why he's not been beat since he started getting invited to X Games Dirt. He's got it.
So where did this tube pop out? That's what I want to know.
Maybe
so look at
air.
It was in the air, so he landed with a blown tire.
Of the week.
Right off the lip. How did he ride away? Look at the dirt coming out of that.
His tire, Brady.
Come on, you're chasing a three-peat, and you blow a tire and still land your last trick. If that's not crazy, I don't know what is.
Wow. Yeah, Brady, in the 90s right there.
90.33, so at the end of round 1, your 2-time defending gold medalist is sitting in the top spot. Front flat tire and all.
Oh, man, after the first runs, that's where you want to be in the 90s.
Wow. So Daniel Sandoval sitting in the silver medal position right now, and J2 hanging on to a bronze there with that 83 flat. But what a performance by that gentleman. I mean, you couldn't have scripted this. A flat tire and still right away from your last trick. We've got round 2 when we come back. Welcome back to X Games Salt Lake City 2025, presented by Sonic and the BMX Dirt Final. We have completed 1 round of runs here, but it's that gentleman right there, guys. Your defending 2-time gold medalist Brady Baker sitting in the top spot with a 90.33.
Yeah, so right here we have Dustin Oram, he's pretty much the mechanic for every rider here at the X Games. He is straight to work, getting Brady's tire, all ready to go. So he's going to be ready to go for that second run soon.
I call him BMX Jesus. Dustin's the best, taking care of all of us out here. And yeah, 4 of the dudes stomped banger runs, and 4 dudes still didn't make it through the line. So half the field is yet to get through. So this is going to be a contest.
To do that, to finish that run with that last hit when the tire blows as he's leaving the lip and then ride that out to get a score of 90.33, that was money. And we still have 2 more rounds to go. We take it back up to the top here with Caden Stone. Caden currently sitting down there in that number 8 spot, went big here on the first hit, and it didn't pan out.
Bangers, baby, here we go.
Yeah, this first hit comes down to everything. Let's see if he starts off with this twister again, which he does, and he's got some momentum. What's he gonna do with it though? Oh, the triple whip, and he cased it.
Man.
It's such a gamble to send a trick of that caliber over that first jump.
Yeah, you got it. Adam Alloys and his crew did such a good job with these jumps where you can land a little low and keep going through, but you still have to land pretty decent. And he's gonna have to land a little bit higher on it next time to get up through.
That unfortunately puts him in a tough position going into that 3rd round. Get ready to take our second look at Daniel Sandoval, currently sitting in a silver medal spot right now with an 85.33. He's got 9 total X Games medals, but he doesn't have any dirt medals. So if this would hold up, this would be his first ever dirt medal.
Yeah, he's in a good position so far. And the truth is, he's got so much more in the tank. I'm just waiting for these combinations to show up. He is such a technician at combining the whips and the bar spins and the 360s. It's pretty amazing.
And I'm thinking he's going to add a whip to that first set.
You have to almost, right? There's just so much time. So let's see if it happens right here. Daniel dropping in. Ooh, there's 2 still. Oh, and he damped the foot.
Ooh, thank God he caught that last couple foot of that landing right there.
Yeah.
He was going far. Yeah, Daniel's got it. He's in a good spot. He's still got that 3rd run. Just got to shake that one off and come back.
Oh, his handlebars moved back. I see that. And I was actually talking to him earlier today, and he was saying that his handlebars might have moved when they were in Japan. And he said that in the competition, he thinks that that's what was messing him up during the park competition today. So seeing them move again, like, I know that's going to be so frustrating for him.
Yeah, because you want to be exactly where you need them. When they move just a millimeter, it freaks you out.
Oh, and it feels terrible, too.
It's got to be in that perfect spot you're used to.
Well, before we get to J2's second round, let's check in once again with Kristen.
Yeah, Jimmy, I have a question for Dennis and Scotty. That step-on, step-off feature is so unique. We have not seen that in a dirt course at X Games. What is the best strategy there?
Yeah, so that on and off feature is super complicated because you have to decide on whether you want to do a big trick in or big trick out, or if you have the speed to even mess around with that. I mean, Dennis, we've seen some stuff so far, but like, what do you think of that being on a course?
Yeah, from what I've heard from all the riders, that's the hardest jump to get on, so you really don't want to mess up right before that thing. That's why you're going to see a lot of 360 push-throughs and front flip push-throughs, but that can make or break someone's run if they get big tricks on and off of that thing. About to bring in J2. He was one of my picks for this thing. He loves huge jumps. He's been doing this the longest. This is his thing right now. J2, he's pumped.
Sitting in that bronze medal spot.
He's focused right now. He's in a world of his own.
Wow, again, start things off with that huge backflip Superman C grab, but I think he got blue in the wind right there. The way he landed a little bit sideways, I think that might have messed up his rotation.
He was upside down like a sail for about 3 seconds. He might have got blown a little bit.
Especially like he's detached to the bike. He's only holding it with his hand on the grip and his hand on the seat. Like there is no control there. So he's lucky to have ridden away like that.
He had the look like he was going to go for something insane in that run. He was like, he was in a blackout zone of J2E's mind. Right
Absolutely.
There. Could see some crazy focus going on. That was sick.
Well, he gets another run. So
yep, let's see it.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, with the format, you get 3 attempts, best run that counts. So,
hey, Fuzzy
Hall in the house.
And TJ Lavin right behind there.
Wow, shout out Fuzzy and TJ.
BMX Dirt legends watching these guys. Can you imagine riding in front of them?
Wow, yeah. Salt Lake City, the home of Mike Aiken, Matt Behringer, Sean Elf Walters. So many legends live out here.
Looking back up top of the roll in here, Gabriel Chavez. We talked about the crash that he had earlier in the week on that double backflip. And just trying to shake this one off, get in the zone here.
I mean, in his last run, he started things off with a huge trick, the double backflip can-can. I'm expecting him to go for that one again. Let's just hope he gets both wheels in the transition of that landing so he can get speed to continue on. But it all comes down to this right here. Let's see how he sends his first one. So it looks like Gabby's sitting here waiting for the wind, getting ready to go. Waiting for it to be perfect, because these guys are doing the craziest tricks and they are focused on that, right? And that's dangerous enough. Now when you have to do the trick and you have to factor in wind at the same time, you don't want to have anything in your mind besides what you're doing when you're about to send a 34-foot jump.
Oh, whenever I'm riding jumps this big, I don't want any wind. It is not fun. So that little breeze you're seeing in the trees is enough to push you 2 feet one direction or the other and mess your trick up. So
yeah, because the bike,
time.
It acts like a sail. Those wheels, I know they're spokes, right? You would imagine the wind would fly through that, but it doesn't matter. It catches those wheels like that, and it's like holding up like an umbrella in like a windstorm. It's similar to that. And now when you have to ride on top of something like that and try to secure it on the way in, it's a nightmare.
We're taking a look back at athlete staging there. Daniel Sandoval working on the handlebars there, getting reset after he had to throw the bike away and step off here in round number 2. So on a bit of a course hold for right now. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with the conclusion of round 2 of BMX Dirt here at X Games Salt Lake City, presented by Sonic. Welcome back, everyone. Day 2 X Games Salt Lake City 2025, presented by Sonic here at BMX Dirt Final. Taking a look, some highlights of Brady Baker from round number 1. Back-to-back gold medals, and after this performance, guys, he's sitting in the driver's seat.
You just stare at his front wheel. You can see the tire give out a mid-720 bar spin over that huge last jump. Now, the drama's not ending here, though.
Not at all.
Brady just had to rush to get this tire fixed, and while he was waiting up on top of the Roland to go again, the tire blew up once again. But it's a situation like this. This could kind of make it less stressful going ahead.
He seems so calm and collected. He's not tripping. He's got his team managers working on this. Dustin over there, Andy Buckworth. And that first run was so good. I just feel like he's just so on it, so on top of it, so calm and collected. Like, he can do no wrong. He's the guy to beat.
Yeah,
everyone else is stressing a little bit more than he is.
Like I said in the beginning, I mean, he's turning into like the best, the greatest dirt jump competition rider of all time, because he's just so clean with everything he does. He's so clean that he can lose the front tire and still ride away from the trick and get the highest score of the day. So.
Yeah, man. I was out at Woodward East and I saw him ride for the first time, and I never heard anything of him. I don't think he had any sponsors. And I was like, oh my gosh. Every kid is so good. And then I saw him like 6 months later win the X Games. I'm like, okay.
Okay, he's an anomaly.
He is an anomaly. I was like, wow.
Yeah, so the thing is, though,
like
with
that.
Brady's tire, when the tire blows up like that, it's from usually from heat, right? In situations like that, you'll be sitting out there, and especially when you have a Kevlar tire like that. So when Brady's tire blew out, there's a chance that the tire was actually damaged. So there's a really good chance they have to change the whole tire to be able to keep that thing on the rim now.
Yeah, which is a lot harder to get used to than just changing a flat.
Oh, absolutely.
Could be different weight, not worn in.
Yeah, and then the texture of the tire as well, like what Dennis was saying, like when the tire's not worn in, I mean, it's a little bit different on dirt, of course. If you're riding like a concrete skate park, I can't believe that Logan Martin is working on the tire right now, too.
Logan Martin's the first alternate for dirt, which is insane how crazy stacked the field is.
To your point from a few minutes ago, Brady doesn't look fazed by this at all. He's just kind of hanging out, smiling.
About anything.
He's like, hey, did you see what happened that first run? I blew that thing on the lip, and I still rode her away.
Yeah, and he's like, that was a 90. I'm used to 96s. Let's go.
We were in a commercial break, and he was already back up on top of the rolling, and you heard the bang, and it scared the crowd. And then we're like, well, I hope that's not Brady's. And then he comes down the stairs holding that bike up like, oh, here we go again.
I think Kristen and Scotty James took off running. That thing was loud.
All right, now we roll out of here. We go back up to the top here. Gabriel Chavez, again, took a big crash on a double backflip earlier in the week. First run didn't pan out the way that he wanted him to, sitting in that number 7 spot. Just going through the motions here. You need better than an 83 flat to jump into the medals right now. That spot being held onto by Jay Tui.
And he has the tricks to do it, especially that first trick. That double backflip can he did in run number 1. If he sends that one again, he gets a good landing, and he's able to continue on. I'm so excited to see what he comes up with because he has such a deep bag of tricks.
Yeah, Gabby kind of made a name for himself from X Games. He got the invite, and he's done good ever since.
Yeah, he's the real deal. So just waiting to get everything right before he drops in. And here we go. Let's see how this goes. Focus on his leg. When he's in the air, you can see. Oh, my goodness.
To see him get up from that, I mean, from how high he dropped.
The bars were in his lap. That looked rough.
Yeah.
He got out of it, though, pretty good for how crazy that was.
Yeah, let's look at this replay. You can see he was tucked in. The rotation was just a little laggy.
He got out of it good, though.
Yeah, so there's the can. Kicking it over. Everything was looking good, but he was lagging on that flip, and he knew it, too. Right away, he's like, this is... And did you see where his feet went in front of the tire?
Someone was looking out for him on that one.
To not get tangled up in that, the way his legs were when he came down, to get up and walk away from that is huge.
There's Kevin Praza talking it out with him right now.
Kevin's also a medic on his spare time.
Wearing a lot of hats this weekend.
Oh, boy.
Ryan Williams.
Next.
See the bandage on the right elbow. As I said earlier, that guy just flips a switch when it's go time.
And here he goes.
We're looking for double front to double back.
Oh, mixing it up. And he's continuing.
Front flip trick, keeping it going. 3 tape.
All right, this is going to be a big one. Double backflip 360 at the end.
I don't know what that run would have scored. That was so many bangers in one.
At the very end of that, to just wash out.
Like we said, he just wants gold. He doesn't care about second or third or fourth anymore.
Not at all. He is here on a mission. And his journey on this mission so far has been rough, to say the least.
It's getting closer and closer every run, though.
That's the truth.
Still
but
got
let's
one
break
more.
this down. Double front flip, absolutely huge.
And then he pump faked me.
Yeah, now look at this one right here. Front flip, forward front flip. Like, that is a scooter trick right there. That is like a Bri flip right there. So it's amazing. He's doing it on the BMX bike. But this is where things went wrong. And he did the Aussie roll, right? It's a double backflip mixed with a 360. He came in.
His hand slipped. His hand slipped a tiny bit.
Like, he looked fully in control.
Look at his hand just slips. That's all it was. His hand.
Goodness.
He stomped that. His hand just pulled off the grip a little bit.
It's shocking. And it was his good hand, too. It was his left hand. It wasn't even the damaged one, the one that he has the bandage on. So that was tough right there to watch. I can't even imagine what he's thinking.
That was an interesting way to lose that trick. He must have just landed a little in the back seat. Maybe his hands are a little sweaty from the heat. The gloves were sweating through.
He'll be back, though. If there's anybody that is good enough with... Oh, here we go. That's the last thing we need, to roll an ankle on the way as well, right?
Keep it together, I'll really get back up that rolling.
So they'll put him in that number 5 spot as we look at Mike Varga. He's just outside of the medals. He's in that number 4 position with a 75.66.
Mike Varga's that sleepy killer. You always forget about him a little bit, and then he just comes out swinging all the big contests.
Look at that.
Well, you don't forget about him. He's just so chill. Oh, no, get back to the camera. Get back. What is he doing?
Oh! We caught the last clip of that, but from what I see, there was a tail whip and a 720 right there.
Man, I'm such a huge fan of this guy. He always comes out chilling and then just throws the most banger runs on everything.
And that's why I said earlier, I know these jumps are exactly what he needs for his trick list, so I'm curious to see what he did in between, how we got to this end. But let's break this down. Double backflip. Like we said, he looks over his shoulder. He's got a different double backflip than everyone else. But the 720 no-hander, that was an upgrade from run number 1. Continuing on with that front flip. But this is where we need to check out and see what happened here.
Okay, we're back to the 7 tuck.
And that was good. Good extension there.
First half of this run is a thing of beauty, and we know what the last trick was. Ooh,
3 down whip.
Switch down whip. Normal 360, switch tail whip.
Oh,
Into a 7 whip. That run is good.
That's a really good run right there, and everything looked really clean as well.
Yeah, Varga, that's going to throw him way up there.
So with the pre-run score, 75.66, he will check into the 80s. It'll improve the score, but not the placing. So an 80.66 for him. Jay Tui hanging on to that bronze medal spot for now. Daniel Sandoval sitting in that silver medal spot. And, of course, Brady Baker, who rides last in the rotation, your leader, as we get set to bring back in Brandon Lupos.
Yeah, we talked about this off the first run. Brandon has had a string of injuries, and they were a lot of freak accidents as well. And he's had a rough road to get to where he is. But he is so talented on his bike, and anytime he steps on it, there can be magic. And there's a huge double backflip into the cash roll. This is good momentum right here.
He slipped the pedal.
Oh, no!
Away.
Oh, no.
That was intense right there on the on and off, but he held on. He
that was
had to throw his
situation-
run away, but he stayed safe at least, because that could have got crazy.
Because if you lose a hand up top like that, and you lose control, then you're compromised going off of a step down, and that is never a good idea.
Big shout out for Brandon for pushing through so many injuries, and he keeps coming back strong.
Yeah.
Jay Tui's similar. Jay's had a ton of injuries as well, and he just kept pushing through to now where he's at his prime at 34.
There's
So
no doubt about it, and
as long as
Brandon
you don't
still
stop.
is as well. But this is where things went wrong. He did that bar to tuck, but look at pitched forward, going towards a ramp. I know this is not what he wanted, but this is a win to be able to run out on that setup right there. So I'm going to say it once again. It's terrible to see, but there is still run number 3. There is still hope for him to be able to get his run of the day.
How many amazing moments at X Games have happened on run number 3?
No doubt about it. That's where
when it goes down.
biggest moments happen.
Well, this gentleman had an amazing moment happen on run number 1. Brady Baker, 90.33. Tires fixed. We go on for run number 2.
More of the same.
Let's go, Brady Baker.
Wow, 3 whip up is impressive as well.
Okay.
This is big right here. What's it going to be?
Oh my gosh.
Double bar
That's what I'm saying. 90.33 isn't enough for Brady. He pushes it up and up and up through first run all the way to third run in every X Games. He's on.
Can I say it now? Is he the best dirt competition rider of all time? Can I say it?
I mean, let's give it another run and see.
I'll say it.
That'll be a
Dennis
3-2
isn't
for him.
ready yet, but I'm ready. Like just to do what he just did on 2 runs back to back is unbelievable.
He's the future. He's taken a little bit from all the masters. He's got a little Pat Casey in him. You know, he's got
But
a little.
he is so the present right now too.
That's
He's
what I'm saying.
in control.
He's taken stuff from all the masters in the past, and
Oh my goodness.
he is Brady Baker. There's no one like him right now.
1, 2, 3. Tail whip.
He can
On
slip
that
up a
second
tiny
set.
bit, readjust, and throw a banger. It doesn't phase him.
No doubt about it. Cash roll bar spin on the step
Yeah,
down.
he's got
but this
tricks.
is where he made a huge improvement. Look at this. 1 bar spin, setting up another bar spin in the 720, and it was perfect as well.
He one-upped himself a lot. That score is going to go crazy. Yeah, Brady. Keep that vibe.
He's just claiming it right now.
He
Last
knows.
year,
He knows.
he added his name to the history books because prior to his gold medal performance last year, only 5 people had ever. 93.66 to finish that thought. Only 5 other people had won more than once.
Brady, a 90.3 wasn't enough for you.
You know, we blew that tire on the first one in the middle of the air. I'm just happy I landed that. So go back up there, reset, got a new tire on. How to make these guys work for it.
How'd you stay calm with all the tire madness?
It's part of the sport. I work for this every day, and I'm not gonna let a little tire blow distract me. So had to go in there with a clear mind and just get the job done.
1 run to go, Brady Baker.
It's crazy to see, for me at least, Brady. He was the kid, the 10, 11-year-old kid that was riding with me at the skate park when I was training for X Games, and now he is pushing the limits of BMX every single run.
Did you feel like it was going to lead to this when you met him as a little kid? Did
He
have
was
that?
so dialed, he was, but it's like, is he going to stay with it? And of course he did, and look at where it brought him, man. I'm so proud of him, but it's just amazing to see how far he took it.
He was already in the lead, but he gave himself some breathing room with a 93.66. Can he hang on? We'll have the 3rd and final round when we come back. Back, everyone, to Salt Lake City X Games SLC 2025, presented by Sonic, as we get set to bring you the 3rd and final round of the BMX Dirt Final. It is Brady Baker, who came in as a rookie 2 years ago, took home the gold. He backed it up in 2024. Here's your current leader with a 93.66. Daniel Sandoval sitting in the number 2 spot. Jay Tui sitting in bronze. Ryan Williams was knocking on the door, guys, though, in that 2nd round.
He's knocking, man. Just check this run out. It was so close to being stomped perfectly. And I'm interested to see if he is to land something like this, if it'll bump past that 93.66 Brady's got on the board.
Yeah, Brady put up a huge score, man. But, like, the truth is, those tricks in there, those are, like, one-off. Those are tricks that only Ryan Williams is bringing to these competitions. So this is going to be a crazy 3rd round, to say the least.
Yeah, it's a battle of Brady puts together this, like, masterpiece of a run from beginning to end, and R. Willie's throwing tricks nobody else is doing. Just, it's incredible. He's almost like a stuntman superhero, where Brady's just, like, mastering the beginning to end dirt run. So I'm excited to see what they're going to give him if he pulls. Not if, when he pulls his run.
You see him back there at Athlete State. Look, Andy Buckworth was helping fix Brady's tire earlier. Now he's playing medical guy as he's over there putting kinesio tape on Ryan Williams' shoulder. So again, Brady Baker, 93.66. Daniel Sandoval, 85.33. And Jay Tui holding on to that bubble spot with that bronze with an 83. However, everyone gets one more run to go here. It is best run that counts. Before we get to this last round, let's send it down to Kristen.
Yeah, Ryan Williams out here receiving medical attention for that right shoulder. You know, I asked him why run 2 wasn't a safety run. Generally, that's the strategy. He said he missed his step-on trick. He wanted something bigger, so he decided instead it was full send. Unable to stick the landing on 5, but looking for magic in run 3. But guys, an absolute warrior. He has endured so much this weekend already, just trying to battle through the pain on that right side that we talked about at the top of the show.
Well, it looks like Andy's got him dialed in there with the kinesio tape, so he should be good to go. So it was there. It was there. It was so close. That left hand just slipped off the bars.
Don't forget about this dude, Caden Stone. If he can stomp his run, he can get in the 90s, no problem. He wants it, man. He's working hard every day. He's got the energy, and X Games is a spot for him to just release.
So we start off this 3rd and final round with Caden Stone.
This is what it comes down to on this first jump, though. And he threw the bar spin. He actually changed up the run, which I'm totally fine with. And it was a huge trick as well. Look at him making it through to the step up. Nice 7 bar down it. That was clean. Wow. I'm so happy that he was able to show up here at X Games and get a run on the board.
That was big. That was a good run. He completely changed it up instead of the front cork 1080, the twister. It was a cash roll bar.
Yeah, he snuck that bar spin in there. It was clean as could be. Perfect. And then followed it up straight into that triple whip. Now, what he did on the step down was so clean. This bar spin 720. And then he ended it off also with another huge trick. And yeah, like I said, I'm just so glad that he was able to get a run in the bag.
That was a really sick, well put together run. I'm excited. That might get near podium.
It's going to be close.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be close right there.
Best outing thus far was mid-20s, 78.66. It'll get him 2 spots out, but you'll see more of him in BMX Dirt Best Trick tomorrow. But great job for him on that 3rd and final round. Daniel Sandoval, he owns 9 total medals. 5 of them in park. He's got 4 in park best trick. He's looking right now at a possible first ever BMX Dirt medal here at the X Games.
So the real question is he going to fit another tail whip in that first jump? Could it be the flip triple, Dennis? We're going to find out right now. Whoa, he went
That's
with the double
another
again,
double.
which is fine. We're totally cool with that. That was huge, but...
Truck to switch whip.
Oh, this is a clean run right now. 720 bar in the step down. It was perfect. 3. Oh, no.
He was going to one-up himself on that last jump, that's for sure.
3 double whip to late down whip. That's a trick that only he is going to send right there. And this goes along with what we were talking about in park. He is all or nothing. He is either at the top or at the bottom of this one.
That's how Daniel does it. He loves to just send it. And he's still in 2nd place with an 85.33. That could hold for a long time.
Totally
There's
could.
a lot of crazy
Especially the
people
way
behind him
things are
still.
going, though. You know,
Yep.
like the runs they're all over the place here. So if people put it together, then yeah, he can lose that spot. But you never know how far these guys are pushing it. They know they have to turn it up. Runs are going to get hard. They are going to get difficult to land.
So this gentleman sitting 1 spot behind him as of right now, also looking at a potential medal. He owns a prior silver when it comes to BMX Dirt. This is Jay Toohey.
His first run was so solid. That's what gave him that 83. Slipped up a little bit on the first set on his 2nd run. Let's see if he can put it together in this 3rd one.
Just look at the height of his riding right here. Huge flip Superman C-crab. Right foot forward with a triple whip. Switching it to left foot forward to get that front flip. Wow, nothing fun on the step down. Double backflip. That was a heck of a run right there.
I told you guys, that's my guy.
Unbelievable, man.
Unbelievable. He changed it up. The front bike flip on the step down.
Huge. I haven't seen him even do that in practice. So for him to show up and send it on that one, unbelievable riding.
That run had a little bit of everything.
Absolutely, but let's just look at the height. Let's appreciate the beauty of that over that first set. Switching his feet in between. Only person
He
doing
prefers
that.
tail whips. Right foot forward, switches back.
Yep, there's right foot forward with that triple tail whip. But man, how he finished was just so strong. Left foot forward for that double backflip.
Front bike flip into a double flip.
Yeah.
This is gonna score.
This is gonna be a good one. This could definitely mess with this podium right now. I'm glad he didn't fall right there on the berm either. In celebration.
So he had that 83. 84.33 will bump up the score. He's still going to be 1 point shy behind Daniel Sandoval to overtake silver. However, just gave himself some breathing room here as he's looking at a potential 2nd dirt medal to his name. Gabriel Chavez finds himself down there in the bottom of the pack in that number 8 spot. The 3rd and final attempt here for him to put one down.
He's had a rough week, but let's bring it together, Gabby. Here we go.
Oh, he did it! He did it!
He got it.
Wow.
Over that thing.
Yes, he's going to continue. Oh, no. It breaks your heart watching a friend of yours, you know, just you want him to be able to do what he came here to do.
One of the best dirt riders in the world. That's why he gets invited to this. This got scary.
Yeah, it looked like his foot might have got stuck. It did.
Oh, he still got it around
He
perfect,
did.
but that was scary.
But I want you all to watch his foot right now. Watch, it gets stuck on the frame. Imagine doing a double backflip and having that panic. We've done can-cans and they get stuck doing a straight jump. It's miserable. Imagine rotating a double flip. I'm just glad that he made it past that point.
Especially after his run before that.
Exactly.
And hats off to him for being a warrior. You don't need to say much. The dirt and the scuffs all over that shirt tell the story of the week that he has had. Here we go. Ryan Williams, it was there. He was knocking on the door of that last go-around. He's outside the top 3, sitting in 6th.
Double front flip.
This. He's got the
together.
momentum.
Oh my
Control.
God.
What?
Front flip no off.
And one more, Ryan.
Double
Third run's a charm. He said it right before he dropped in. Ryan Williams, what is this going to score?
Oh my goodness, what a run right there.
Oh, the shirt's coming off. Here we go.
Check out Andy Buckworth's tape job. I think that's what he's doing right now,
Showing it
everybody.
Andy Buckworth, mechanic, medic, best trick rider tomorrow.
What a crazy run.
There's almost a 10-point gap in between first and second place.
Oh, he just gave his shirt to that little kid. That
That's
kid
awesome.
So cool.
leaving with a souvenir.
But let's break this down for you all. This first trick, double front flip in a dirt competition. Unbelievable, honestly. It's insane. Now, he continued on doing that front flip, bike forward flip variation he does there. And that's the one where he keeps his hands on. But the double flip over that first one is the crazy. That's just, nobody does that. No one does. There you go again. You can see how complicated
Does anyone do
it is.
that?
Nobody does. it.
Two
No,
jumps
it's
in a row.
him.
And then he goes, you guys thought I did too many front flips? Let me give you a double backflip.
Yeah, here's 2 backflips for you to offset it.
Let me just make this run real proper.
But
for
where
you.
is this going to score? I have no idea. He didn't do the Aussie roll, right?
This would be
So
one of
this
the
is
worst
complicated.
times to be a judge right now. That's going to be so tough. Brady compared to this and
Yeah.
Daniel, like, where do you put this?
He's going to be on this podium, but where? Where is it going to be?
Everything, dude. My shoulder. My shoulder was about to give out.
There, this is a
And I
hard
front
one.
flip inward. And I still got the cash wrong. And we made it.
Waiting for his last score
Oh,
to come
what
in.
did he get? 94-3-3. Not only did he get into the top 3, he just put himself in the lead for the first time since the end of round 1. We have a new leader, Ryan Williams, sitting in a potential gold medal.
This is right where he wanted to be. Now he's got Brady Baker up against the ropes. But guess
man.
what? Brady's always got more. There's still a show.
I have spoken with Brady's dad. He said Brady has so many crazy tricks that he is ready to unleash. And Brady knows it. He's got that skill. He's got that ability to release it when he needs to. And I'm so excited to see how this plays out.
Listen to him. He's not stopping. You see, he looked up the roll and was like, come on, get it, Varga, because Mike Varga's up next. We only have 3 riders left to go, by the way. Brady Baker, being the defending gold medalist, gets to ride last, so he's going to get the last chance to answer back. But wow, Ryan Williams, when it's all on the line in round 3.
There's his new little baby. R. Willie, man, showing up for that 3rd round.
This is the champion right here.
Yeah.
No, the mom. She's been looking after him for me so I can practice. I love you, baby.
That's what's up. Shout out to all the moms out there.
Let's go.
That is Ace Lucas Williams. He was born on December 10th, 2024. By the way, it was last year in Ventura when he decided to let the whole world know that they were expecting. We were all surprised about. I believe it was Best Trick when he dropped that nugget on all of us. As we turn our attention for the 3rd and final time to Mike Varga. 2 spots out of the podium right now with an 80.66.
Varga has the tricks, and we know this. He's just got to put it all together, and that is a great start so far. Oh, no. He had so much speed on that double backflip, though. Like,
Yeah,
he
he
set
landed
himself
perfect.
up so good to continue on. Oh, it's so sad.
Mike Varga, one of my favorite people to watch ride. Killed it. He's in 5th place. Got a really nice run.
We are down to 2. You've got Brandon Lupos coming up next. He's down in that number 8 spot. And then you've got Brady Baker to round us out as we take another look at our new leader, who was having the time of his life running around the side of the course and taking selfies and signing autographs.
Like, I can't even explain like how happy I am that BMX has Ryan Williams in it.
Brandon Lupos and Brady both know how to win, and they're both set up to go.
As we mentioned before, Brandon has a gold medalist event from 2018.
Here's Brandon Lupo.
Such a perfect double flip.
I just want Brandon to get a full pull right now. He's had a rough week. Look at that. Oh, no. Just tagged the tiniest bit. BMX is such a game of inches. Tagging that back wheel, losing his feet on the pedals, 1 jump away from getting a full pull.
It's down to one dude now.
Well,
who's won the last 2 X Games.
You can't ask for a better situation right now.
We have 2 stories to tell right now. Daniel Sandoval is getting a medal. This will be his first BMX Dirt medal because he's guaranteed that bronze because the last rider to go is ahead of him. He's in silver. He came in as a rookie in 2023. He was the top qualifier, then followed it up with a win, which hadn't been done since Ryan Nyquist way back when. He comes into Ventura in 2024, backs it up, became only the 6th rider in the history of BMX Dirt at the X Games to have more than 1 win. Can he make it a 3-peat? It comes down to this last run.
Cash roll double
Cash roll double, perfect. Flip triple whip.
Clean as could be.
3 double whip.
My goodness.
Brady, go. Cash roll, bar.
Does he push it down?
Brady Baker.
Oh my goodness.
And
He's got another flat tire. Did you hear that?
I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say it. But again,
when did that happen?
Oh, dude,
when did that happen?
All right, I'm going to say it.
It's the back tire this time.
Dirt rider.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's it. That's it. I was waiting for until the 3rd run, and he is officially it.
Do you realize how insane that run was? From start to finish.
No, that's it. That dude is the best.
Oh my goodness.
That is the dude.
And we need to figure out where that tire came out, and it was going to even make him being the best that much better.
My heart is pounding. That was one of the coolest runs I've ever seen in my life.
How did he manage to get across that last set?
Oh my
Like I'm saying earlier, he can mess up a little bit, and he readjusts, gets a pump, and throws another bang.
But he only messes up a little bit.
A little bit. Barely. That was perfect.
Still straight to the flip triple. But this is where he changed it too. 3 double whip up that is ridiculous. Like, no, you guys don't understand. I know it's not the flashiest looking trick, but technical wise, that was such a gamble to go up that step up.
And then cash roll bar off. That's the best run I've ever seen in my life.
Let's watch this tire. Let's see where this tire gave out because this is really. I think it could have been right there.
And still held a little bit.
When did it made a noise? You could see it.
Right.
But when did it come off of the tire? Right there at the landing again. What? 3 flat tires.
2 front tire flats and a back tire flat. Wow.
This
on the last run of the comp. Okay, now we wait.
He's the king, dude.
So a 93.66.
Can we stand with the future?
Was that it?
Was that the reveal?
That flashed real quick and then went away.
Then went away, so I don't know if that was it or not.
Yeah, dude.
And they didn't see anything, so I think we might have been the only ones that saw that.
Okay, so.
What are they doing? The suspense. The suspense.
So no, Brady Baker does not best Ryan Williams. So Ryan Williams, you talked about at the top of the show, he wants that dirt gold, and he just got it, Dennis.
He did it. This is what Ryan Williams was coming for, and he did that run that got him the gold. Wow. What a contest. That was one of the funnest contests to ever watch.
We gotta get a word with that man right there.
Let's send it down to Kristen, who's with the man of the hour right now.
Here we go.
Ryan Williams, have you considered what it means to be a 10-time X Games gold medalist in this era of the sport?
I totally forgot about that. Thank gosh I got that done. I swear, that's the only time I'm going to beat Brady Baker in the dirt, I think, because he's an absolute animal. He's the future. The guy's the future. W's the future. Shout out to Dickies. I gave my shirt away, so I should be wearing it, but gave it out to the crowd, so shout out to them. But let's go X Games, so late today!
Ryan, there is a question surrounding whether or not you could put a full run together. How'd you answer it?
Barely. Holy moly, I was on the edge of my seat, or the edge of my pedals. I was like landed so funny. I'm like, am I going to be able to cash roll up this step up? And I only just got it, and then I'm like, fronty tug, let's go. My shoulder nearly fell off. Shout out to Andy Buckworth and Logan Martin, just fixed me up in the back before my last run. 3rd time's the charm, let's go.
Ryan Williams is undefeated as a new father as well. Scotty, Jimmy?
His first ever BMX Dirt gold, and he's competing in 3 events out here, so that's a great way to start off your trifecta, walking away with a gold, guys.
Oh, I'm so happy for Ryan, but it's so great because when Ryan wins, we get the Ryan celebration speech, and it's always just as good as the run. Huge congrats to Ryan Williams. That was an amazing achievement.
Yeah, that was one heck of a contest from beginning to end. We all knew what we were getting in for. The best X Games dirt line ever built, some are saying. The best riders, 2025.
That is
the best contest I've ever seen in the dirt.
That is a wrap for BMX Dirt. Congratulations to Daniel Sandoval with the bronze, his first ever X Games BMX Dirt medal. Brady Baker, your 2-time gold medalist, walks away with another medal. This time he has to settle for silver, but it's Ryan Williams. He comes away. He owned a dirt silver. He now owns a dirt gold. That makes it 10 total X Games golds for him to start off his weekend competing in 3 different events.